Good morning, sixth grade. We're going to continue today talking about Venus and what type of rock transformations might be happening on that planet by looking at some evidence that we've looked at yesterday, as well as some new evidence you'll get at the end of this class. So what you're going to do first is your do first, but before we do that, I want you to actually focus on these big questions that we have today. They kind of extend from what we did yesterday in class. Our first question is, what information should scientists consider before making a claim? Yesterday, we looked at what makes a strong evidence or strong piece of evidence. Today, we're going to look at exactly what information we should be focusing on. We're also going to try and answer this question of what type of rock transformations happen on Venus. Throughout our class, you're going to see more and more evidence, and hopefully by the end of class, you can make a good guess as to what type of rock transformations happen on Venus and if it is sedimentary rock or igneous rock, and then you'll have a chance to tell me that in your exit ticket. Your due first today is going to be in your Google Doc that is attached to your assignment. If you go to where it says your work in the top right of your classroom assignment, you'll have a link to your own copy of this Google Doc. And once again, that's where you'll do most of your work today. So for your due first, I want you to go ahead and read this small section right here. Look at our goal and instructions, and then you're going to complete this table using Google Draw. Now, we haven't used Google Draw yet. What that does is make it so that you can edit this table by dragging things over. So in order to use Google Draw, you're going to double click on this whole table, and it will bring up a thing that says drawing and save and close in the top right. And then you'll see this piece here that you can actually edit. What you're going to do in order to edit this is click and drag a sign from over here to the correct place where it belongs here. So we know what the formation process for igneous rock is. It's melting and then cooling. And then we know the formation process for sedimentary rock is weathering and then compaction cementation. So which of these would you associate with each box? They will not be even. You won't have like two in each box. So some might look like they have a lot more, some might look like they have less, but that is okay. So for example, if I think that compaction and cementation is going to typically take place in a low area, because the sediments go downhill and then get compacted in a lower area, I would go ahead and click on that, and you will see the little blue border show up, and then I can drag it anywhere I want, like right here, and I have my first one done. Once you have a spot for each of these, you're going to click Save and Close, and when you close it, you'll see that your changes that you made are going to go into your Google Docs so that I can see where you put everything in your table. So you're going to do that, save and close it so that you have each one of those in a correct spot. When you are done with that, underneath, you're going to make a prediction. What evidence would you need to look for to know which rock transformation process happens on Venus? So think about what we look for with each type of rock. What is the process? And then use your table to help you answer this. What do I need to look for to see if there is sedimentary rock being formed? What do I need to look for to see if there is igneous rock being formed? Enter that by finishing this sentence here. Once you're done with those, take a few minutes to watch this video here. If you click where it says, yes, we've seen the surface of Venus, that'll take you to a YouTube video that has a little bit more information about the Venera landers and how we've seen the surface of Venus and what we saw there. Once you're done watching that video, you can stop here. We're going to continue the rest in class. You can always close out your Google Doc if you have a lot of pages open so that you are not too cluttered for your other classes, and then open it back up in science and your work will be saved. Once again, today we're going to be looking at evidence cards and opening several different tabs. So make sure when you start science class, you have a separate window with just science open so that you can open things and switch back and forth between our evidence and our actual Google Doc. And then by the end of class, we'll try and choose a claim. Is the rock transformation mostly sedimentary rock, or is it mostly igneous rock? And we'll figure that out together as we work through the rest of our evidence. You can go ahead and start your do first now, and then I will see you in live class.